Greetings, deep thinkers. Welcome to another insightful journey. Today, we dive into the fascinating yet unsettling world of sociopath behavior within romantic relationships, a realm where love and manipulation intertwine in the most complex ways. Are you ready to uncover the complex mind of a sociopath in a romantic relationship? Stay with us. Sociopaths, with their charm and apparent confidence, can be quite alluring at first glance. It's akin to being drawn towards a magnetic personality, one that sparks intrigue and seems to command the room. Picture this. You're at a party and across the room, you notice someone. They're charismatic, they're captivating, they're confident. Every joke they tell lands perfectly. Every story they share keeps you on the edge of your seat. They seem to have an uncanny ability to understand you, to connect with you on a level that feels profoundly deep. This initial attraction is not uncommon when encountering a sociopath in a romantic setting. Their charm and charisma can be incredibly misleading, painting a picture of someone who appears to be the perfect partner. They're attentive, they're exciting, they're everything you've ever wanted, or so it seems, but beneath the surface, things are not as they seem. Let's delve into the 10 signs that you're dating a sociopath. Picture the scene. You've met someone who seems charming, charismatic, and almost too good to be true. But beneath that captivating exterior, there might be some alarming characteristics that signal you're dealing with a sociopath. Now we're diving into the 10 signs that could indicate you're dating one. First, a striking lack of empathy. Sociopaths don't truly experience feelings in the way the rest of us do. They can mimic emotions, but genuine understanding and empathy, those are foreign concepts to them. Second, the grandiose sense of self. Sociopaths often view themselves as superior to others, and they're not afraid to let you know it. They'll make grandiose statements about their own importance and belittle others to elevate themselves. Third, chronic manipulation. Sociopaths are masters at manipulation, twisting situations and conversations to their advantage. They have a knack for making you question your own memory or sanity. Fourth, compulsive lying. Even when there's no logical reason to lie, a sociopath will do so with ease and without remorse. Fifth, a lack of guilt or remorse. Sociopaths can harm others without feeling any guilt. This can range from emotional damage to more serious offenses. Sixth, impulsivity. Sociopaths often act on a whim, without considering the consequences or the impact on others. Seventh, a need for stimulation. Sociopaths often lead a fast-paced life and are easily bored. They crave constant stimulation and excitement. Eighth, irresponsibility. Sociopaths rarely take responsibility for their actions and often blame others for their own failures. Ninth, parasitic lifestyle. Sociopaths often rely on others to support their lavish lifestyles, exploiting the generosity of those around them. And 10th, early behavioral problems. Many sociopaths show signs of conduct disorder from a young age, including aggression towards people or animals, deceitfulness, or destruction of property. These signs are not always obvious, but recognizing them can save you from a toxic relationship. The first sign of a sociopath in a relationship is a lack of empathy. Let's delve deeper into this. Imagine you've just lost someone dear to you, and the person you're dating, instead of offering comfort or understanding, seems almost indifferent. They might even seem annoyed by your emotional state. Sociopaths, you see, have a hard time empathizing with others. They struggle to understand emotions that they themselves don't experience. This isn't because they're inherently evil, but rather because they lack certain neural pathways that facilitate emotional understanding. This lack of empathy tends to be subtle at first. They might not cry at a sad movie or seem disinterested in a friend's hardship. Over time, however, it becomes more pronounced, extending to their inability to understand or share in your emotional experiences. Now let's move on to the second sign. Manipulation. This is a big one, and it can be quite subtle. Sociopaths are masters at manipulation, often using it as a tool to control those around them. They might gaslight you, making you question your own memory or perception of events. They may play the victim, spinning tales that make them seem like the constant target of injustice. Consider this scenario. You start to notice that they're always late to your meetups, and when you confront them, they turn the tables, accusing you of being too demanding or too sensitive. You're left feeling guilty and second-guessing yourself. This is classic sociopathic manipulation. They shift the blame, making you feel like the problem lies with you, not them. Sociopaths manipulate because it gives them power and control. It's not about love or connection for them, it's about maintaining dominance. They want to keep you off balance to make you doubt yourself because that makes you easier to control. Understanding these signs is crucial. recognizing a lack of empathy and manipulation in your partner is not about passing judgment or labeling them a sociopath, but about understanding their behavior and its impact on your relationship. Recognizing these signs can be the first step to understanding the sociopath's behavior. Moving on to the third sign, we have manipulation. Sociopaths are master manipulators. They use various tactics to control and influence those around them, especially their romantic partners. For instance, they might use emotional blackmail, making you feel guilty for things that aren't your fault. Imagine a scenario where your partner consistently blames you for their anger or sadness, even when it's clearly unrelated to your actions. This is a classic manipulation tactic, where the sociopath attempts to control your emotions and reactions. Their end goal? To make you feel responsible for their well-being, effectively trapping you in the relationship. Now on to the fourth sign, lack of empathy. Sociopaths are notorious for their lack of empathy, which is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. This absence of empathy can manifest in various ways. Perhaps your partner never seems genuinely interested in how your day went, or they might dismiss your feelings as unimportant when you're upset. It's as if they're incapable of stepping into your shoes and seeing things from your perspective. This lack of empathy often leads to a one-sided relationship where your needs and feelings are constantly overlooked. But why do sociopaths behave this way? The answer lies in their desire for power and control. By manipulating you and disregarding your feelings, they establish a dynamic where they hold all the power. It's a twisted game where they always come out on top, and you're left feeling like you're never good enough. It's important to reflect on these signs and consider if they resonate with your current relationship. Remember, being in a relationship with a sociopath isn't about enduring constant abuse or living in fear. It's often much more subtle, filled with small instances of manipulation and lack of empathy that slowly erode your self-esteem over time. Remember, these signs are often subtle, but they are crucial indicators of a sociopath's behavior. The fifth sign to look out for is deceit. Sociopaths are masters of manipulation and deceit. They can spin a web of lies so intricate that you may find yourself lost in it, unable to distinguish truth from fabrication. Picture this. You're dating someone who seems perfect, but there's a pattern of inconsistencies in their stories. They might say they were at a meeting when you know they were not, or claim to have never said something that you distinctly remember them saying. This is not just forgetfulness, but a manipulation tactic designed to keep you off balance. Now let's move on to the sixth sign, lack of empathy. This is perhaps one of the most chilling characteristics of a sociopath. They simply do not feel empathy in the way most people do. Imagine you're sharing a painful experience with your partner, hoping for comfort and understanding. Instead, they seem distant, uninterested, or even dismissive. They may even use your vulnerability against you in later arguments, showing a complete disregard for your feelings. It's important to understand the mindset behind these behaviors. Sociopaths view relationships not as mutual partnerships but as opportunities for control and personal gain. They use deceit to maintain this control, and their lack of empathy allows them to do so without the guilt or remorse that a normal person would feel. These signs are not always easy to detect, especially when you're in the midst of a relationship with a sociopath. They can be charming, charismatic, and seemingly perfect partners, but beneath this facade often lies a much darker reality. It's crucial to stay vigilant, to trust your instincts, and to not dismiss any red flags, no matter how small they may seem. These signs can be hard to spot, but they are key to recognizing a sociopath's true nature. We've covered a lot today, deep thinkers. From the allure of the sociopath to the 10 signs you might be dating one, we've delved deep into the complex world of sociopathic behavior and relationships. It's crucial to remember these signs: the superficial charm, the grandiose sense of self, the need for stimulation, pathological lying, cunning manipulation, lack of remorse or guilt, shallow emotions, callousness, and failure to accept responsibility. These traits can be subtle, but recognizing them can protect you from emotional harm. Knowledge is power, and in this case, it's a shield. Thank you for joining us on this journey, deep thinkers. Remember to engage with us by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Until next time, stay vigilant and keep thinking deeply.